Hey everybody, it's Greg here. Just so you know, because of copyright reasons, I had to scope out these segments that have the movie playing while we're watching it. So if you want to listen to the full episode, the link to the episode on Podbean is going to be provided below in the description of the YouTube channel. So click on that if you want to listen to the full episode.
An anthology about the bad, the short lived, and the forgotten shows and events in television history. This is It Was a Thing on TV.
Punisher! Control! Hurry before I change my mind!
I give you Super Train.
Episode 392, Submission, number 2102, Camp Cucamonga. Camp Cucamonga was a made-for-TV movie on the NBC television network on September 23rd, 1990. And boy howdy, does it look like it comes from 1990.
It's the most 1990th thing to ever 1990.
Ain't it just, though? If you are a follower and a friend of this podcast, then you remember a couple of years ago, we did High School USA, which was every teen idol in the mid-1980s that NBC could get their hands on was put in a made-for-TV movie. It gave us Michael J. Fox, Todd Bridges, Tony Dow, and a robot.
Hold on, and Crystal Bernard. Did we not forget Crystal Bernard?
We forgot Crystal Bernard. I was too fixated on the robot.
Let us never forget Otto's robot. Let's never also forget the time that Otto's robot got jiggy with a vending machine.
And then a year later, we followed up with Michael J. Fox and Nancy McKeon at summer camp in Poison Ivy. There were some other stars too, but those were the two big ones. Because NBC in the 80s was making fat stacks on Michael J. Fox and Nancy McKeon. So now, fast forward a few years later, we have a new generation of teen idols getting ready for a new summer camp experience with some fat, dusty old.
Wait, Dusty Rhodes is in this?
No, another fat, dusty old. Dusty old.
Oh.
Fat, dusty old.
Oh.
Colonel Marvin Schechter, Colonel Marv to you and me, he's played by the one, the only John Ratzenberger, straight out of the bar of Cheers. Although, by day, he is a CPA, and his dream to own a summer camp and be surrogate father to at least 6 different kids coming true right now.
Now, wait a second. He wants to own the summer camp?
Uh-huh.
There's an easy way he could have done this. He shouldn't have bet 22,000 big ones when he was on Jeopardy.
22,000 big ones.
And I love that he put in 22,000 big ones, exclamation point.
And that would have been earlier this year, earlier in 1990. So it all aligns properly.
And give Cliff Clavin all the credit in the world. He's a smart individual, doesn't read the room, but he is a smart individual. And for some reason, in this movie, lands Dorothy Lyman as his wife, Millie. And just to, totally blow your mind holes a bit, these two, John Ratzenberger from Cheers, Dorothy Lyman from Mama's Family, they get together, and you know who they make? Rachel Green from Friends, Jennifer Aniston.
Well, hold on a second. Because at this time in 1990, we know that Jennifer Aniston was on Ferris Bueller!
I was telling him not to do it, and he did it anyway.
Ferris Bueller!
I don't like when television shows yell at me.
Okay, so Ava Schechter, that's Jennifer Aniston's character, she's one of the camp counselors by virtue of the fact that she's John Ratzenberger and Dorothy Lyman's daughter. The other big camp counselor, Roger Berg, who's a bicycle riding baddie, is played by Brian Robbins. Basically, his character on Head of the Class goes to summer camp.
Oh, good, because we don't want him as he is nowadays going to summer camp. No! Right, Jack Nicholson? You got it, baby.
Yeah, right now he is the head of Nickelodeon and is single-handedly responsible for something we will not get into in great detail on this podcast. Together, they have a run of a whole army of teen idols, pre-teen idols even. These are just the big ones. We're going to start with Frankie Calloway, the resident Zach Morris. He is played by Chad Allen, and his girlfriend in the film, Amber Lewis, is played by Candace Cameron Bure. And nowadays, and this was 90 seconds into the movie where we established Frankie and Amber as a couple. This would not fly in 2023 because Chad Allen is, not that there's anything wrong with that, and Candace Cameron Bure is...
Was that the word you're looking for?
Thank you.
Hey, but also Chad Allen. Let's remember, he was Tommy Westfall. He's got his own friggin' universe.
I'm surprised he's not in the Hall of Fame right about now.
Hey, after tonight, you never know.
And then we have Lindsay Scott, played by Danica McKellar, Winnie Cooper from The Wonder Years, Beauty and Brains, what a package. Because if I'm not mistaken, has a doctorate in mathematics.
You're darn right she does.
And Max Plotkin, the clumsiest guy in camp, played by Danica McKellar's co-star on The Wonder Years, Paul Piper himself, Josh Saviano. So you have your alpha couple in Frankie and Amber. Your beta couple is Jennifer and Dennis Brooks. Jennifer is played by Tasha Scott. Wasn't in much of anything, but she was in all 10 episodes of South Central on Fox, which was 4 years after this movie. But around this time, she would be one of DJ's best friends on Full House. Her cousin is Steve Urkel. That's what we call a segue, because playing her paramour, Dennis Brooks, Jaleel White.
And, 1990, Urkel Mania is, exploding at this time.
Exploding is an understatement, my friend.
Everybody in 1990, it was all about Steve Urkel.
And those were just the big names that we have. Then you have Cody, played by future Hall of Famer Breckin Meyer.
You mean the one from Child's Play?
Yep.
Not the movie.
Which we will talk about sometime in October. Not the movie, obviously.
Troy, played by John Snee, who would just be wrapping up a 3-season run on the new Leave It to Beaver. And then you have Chuck, oh my God, Chuck Zamboni.
Hold on. That is his Christian name, Chuck Zamboni.
That is his Christian name. We checked it. And he is played by Dion Zamora. Some of you will remember him as Alan Fairbanks on Saved by the Bell, 1 or 2 seasons. And others would remember him as Bugs Meany on the HBO original series, The Adventures of Encyclopedia Brown.
I think this is the first time we've mentioned Encyclopedia Brown since The New Adventures of Beans Baxter.
And then we have the adults in the situation. And speaking of Beans Baxter, playing the role of Howard Sloan, who may or may not be a camp inspector, may or may not be a camp handyman, Greg's spirit animal, G. Gordon Liddy.
Wait, he was the handyman?
This will all make sense when you watch it.
No. The reason I ask is because, remember, he was one of Richard Nixon's plumbers.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah. Which you can learn all about in White House Plumbers on HBO.
Plus, also, I think we need to mention 18 Wheels of Justice and the 2 weeks of super password he did.
But hold on a second. Because wasn't G. Gordon Liddy on Encyclopedia Brown also?
Yeah, G. Gordon Liddy was on one episode of Encyclopedia Brown. So great. Second reference to Encyclopedia Brown in 3 minutes. Plus, you get a super password reference, and you get an 18 Wheels of Justice reference. Oh, the Hall of Fame resume is just loading up right now.
But let's not forget, he was one of the 3 judges for the boxing match at WrestleMania 2 between Roddy Piper and Mr. T, along with Cab Calloway and Chocolate Thunder Daryl Dawkins.
Now, wait a second. You mentioned the Roddy Piper boxing match?
Yes?
Did you see WWE's Most Wanted on A&E this past week?
Oh, no, I haven't. What did they find? Did they find something from the boxing match?
They found Roddy Piper's boxing shorts from that match.
Oh, my goodness!
Yes, and they're intact, and they actually were on loan from Roddy Piper's daughter.
Oh, that's great.
All right, more adults in the room. Playing Mrs. Scott, who is Danica McKellar's character's mother, the legendary Lauren Tweez. That's right, Julie McCoy from The Love Boat.
The Love Boat.
Your cruise director.
And then we have as Herbert Himmel, who may be a handyman or may be a camp inspector. Sherman. Damn it, Greg! Sherman Hemsley. Legend. And you know what this means, Greg?
Oh, do I?
Go ahead.
Yeah. We get the excuse to talk about the Boom Boom Room again. Why did he think that Harriet would be so happy to see the stripper at a strip club? Why? That's the burning question I want to know.
And let's also remember, not to be ageist, the stripper in the episode was 46. Well, the bigger question is, why did Steve and Eddie eat the cake? They ate Waldo Faldo's cake.
Yeah. Well, Waldo and Maxine were busy seeing the hit film Anything as Long as I'm With You. That's the movie that Waldo thought they were going to go see.
And then we have a character, and his name is Thornton Bradley, who turns out to be both handyman and camp inspector. And he is played by Richard Hurd, who is, oh jeez, this just brings everything together. He played James W. McCord Jr. in All the President's Men in 1976.
Jeez.
This just brings everything together.
But hold on, Chico. Go up further in his resume. Specifically around the 90s.
Specifically around the 90s? Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to the 90s. Give me a year, man. Just give me a year.
Somewhere around like 94 to 98. On a TV show that he was a semi-regular on.
I see what he's talking about.
Okay, so he was a semi-regular on Sequest.
Not Sequest.
No, not that one. Oh, my.
Talk about burying the lead. It's the other show that begins with an S, silly.
And has 8 letters and was on NBC.
He was a semi-regular on Seinfeld.
That's right, he played George's supervisor on the Yankees.
Wilhelm.
Yes. Just remember, like the song says, downtown. Downtown, things will be great when you're downtown. I can't play this song because copyright.
And he's skirting the line by even singing it, by the way. I would sing a line, but I'm too good a singer.
I'm singing it off key so the YouTube algorithm doesn't notice.
Remember to like and subscribe. Anyway. Oh, fun fact. Did you know he played the voice of Father Elijah in Fallout New Vegas?
Really? Fallout New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
That is fantastic.
That is fantastic. Sadly, no longer with us.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
And there is one more adult in a very not typecast role, playing Virgil, the quitting handyman, Patrick T. O'Brien. I believe this is the loudest I've ever seen him get.
Oh, that's a shame. When you said the handyman Virgil, I thought you were going to say he was played by Virgil.
No, unfortunately, there's no Olive Garden to be seen in this movie.
So there's going to be no breadsticks?
And you can forget about the salad, too.
Oh.
He's the only handyman who works for meat sauce. Just pay me in jars of meat sauce.
But yeah, Patrick Thomas O'Brien, best known as Mr. Dewey on Saved by the Bell, but very un-Dewey-like on this movie because he actually shows emotion.
Oh, yeah, because Mr. Dewey showed, like, no emotion whatsoever.
He shows emotion, and his voice is not monotonous, and he is very angry at somebody, so... And, you know, casting him, because this movie was written by Bennett Tramer, who made his bank on Saved by the Bell, just makes sense.
I think he plays that sort of stereotypical, like, geeky, silent guy. I mean, I see the face, and I've seen him in TV shows. Yeah, he's always, like, kind of geeky and kind of quiet. Not the typecast, but that's where I've seen him from in different shows, including Saved by the Bell, now that you say that. Yes.
One more name before we get to the brass tacks here. If you look very carefully, you will see a very young Melanie Shatner. I only bring this up because guess who her daddy is?
Is it the host of a new reality show about stars on Mars? I'm sorry. I feel horrible absolutely referring to that.
You should.
Oh, I know I should.
But you know what? It does have stripper number 1 from that one episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Or stripper number... I forget what stripper number Natasha Leggero played, but...
Also has Rowdy, got me.
Yeah, Ronda Rousey. You
It
silly...
also has Ronda Rousey beating Marshawn Lynch to a pulp. So there's that.
Just what I always wanted to see. Ronda Rousey fight Marshawn Lynch.
I'd watch it.
And you can watch it Mondays on Fox. There you go.
Is Marshawn Lynch just showing up on Stars on Mars because otherwise he'd be fine? Oh, and also Natasha Leggero is stripper number 1.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
So
stripper number 3.
was Tiffany Haddish.
Right.
And stripper number 2, we don't know what she's doing now.
We don't care about stripper number 2.
She's
Although
jealous
we
of the other
should.
2 strippers.
Although we should.
All right, so I guess we're going to have to finally play this movie. Okay, so it's going to be like the last couple of things we've done before. So we're going to play it, we're going to be silent, and then when there's a commercial break, we'll come back in, so...
And this is from the DVD and or VHS cut, so...
Obvious commercial breaks are obvious.
Yes.
And one more thing I want to add before we start the movie. This was one of 2 names this film could have had when it was in production, in development. The other one was called Lights Out. I guess we'll find out whether Lights Out would have been a better name or Camp Cucamonga.
All right, let's play.
Middle of segment 1.
Time out. We got to pause here because Chico raised his hand.
Fun fact. Patty was played by Carrie Cannell, or Carrie Whitman, as she's credited. She appeared on Married with Children as Muppy in the episode 976 Shoe.
We've talked about that. That's a priceless episode where Al gets a 900 line trying to sell shoe advice.
A year after she was crowned Playboy's Playmate of the Month, February 1988.
Oh, neat.
Oh, neat!
No, we're not using the Toys R Us kid. Oh, neat. Toys R Us kid got older.
Now, did you notice that it said in the opening Chiron, special appearance by G. Gordon Liddy? Let me just say, special appearance my ass.
Well, that's one of three things I noticed. The other two, Danica McKellar needs a friend. Just saying. But also, Jaleel White, smooth as silk. Just look at him go after the girl there.
You should see him later in the movie.
Oh, I'm sure, but just initially, that was smooth.
All right.
End of segment 1.
Y'all. I can't, y'all.
Now, you couldn't see it, but my face...
During the shower scene, it was very good. Your face there was astonishment. Yeah. And what was my face? I was singing along. Honestly, what 15-year-old girls in 1990 necessarily sing "You Can't Hurry Love"?
Yeah, it'd probably still be on the radio at this time.
The Phil Collins version.
Okay, that's a valid point.
But my thing is, girls in the shower, and then comes these dudes with the camera.
With the crappiest looking, like, portable video monitor.
They will put a brother in jail for that in 2023.
But you know what? Anything in 1990 had to have at least one Bo Jackson mention.
Okay, we all know how much Cleveland loves Tecmo Bowl, so let's start playing. I'm the Raiders, I'm Bo Jackson, and hopefully he'll show up.
That's no fair. Bo Jackson's too fast.
Guys, do we want Cleveland back or don't? Oh, here we go. Bye-bye.
See, Peter, he's too fast.
You gotta tackle me. It's B. You gotta press B.
I'm pressing B. He's too fast.
Going over here. Going over here now. Never get tired.
Change your guy, Quagmire. Change your guy.
I'm trying. Peter's cheating. You're cheating, Peter.
I'm not cheating. I'm following the rules. I'm just really good.
You're not really good. You just got Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson also played professional baseball.
Shut up, Joe. Everybody knows that.
Kansas City. Royals.
Can't stop. Won't stop. Bo. Mike. Go. Oh. The. Nope. Going back the other way.
What? Are you going backwards? Just score.
I'm gonna run out the quarter.
I'm not playing now. My controller's down.
Seems like your controller's been down the whole time.
Who's Varys? You gotta switch off Varys. Get it to Ronnie Lott. Pretty much anyone but Varys.
Oh, no, I'm all the way back here now. I'm in my own end zone. What am I doing? Too bad I'm not Bo Jackson. Oh, wait, I am.
Ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Quagmire. You're about to tackle me. But then...
Damn it!
Less than a minute.
Shut up, Joe!
He's gonna do it. He might do this.
I don't know. A lot of football still to be played here.
I'm hitting reset.
Don't you dare hit reset. You hit reset, you're banned for life.
I hate this. Joe, do you want to play?
Yeah, I like being this guy.
A zig. A zag. A touchdown! Yeah! I won the game. And now I'm gonna jump Bo Jackson!
End of segment 2.
So this is where we are right now. Sherman Hemsley arrives. He is not the inspector, but everybody thinks he's the inspector. So he gets cigars and steak. Steak that has been stolen by the boys to impress the girls.
Is this really what you do to impress girls in 1990 is get steaks?
Have you ever had camp food?
Well, I never went to summer camp, so I wouldn't
Neither
know.
have I.
End of segment 3.
And this is the second day of camp. we've already ruined 4 steaks that looked delicious, by the way. We've already confused the handyman for a inspector and an inspector for a handyman.
I gotta say, that must be the longest ass freaking ghost story that Sherman is telling everybody.
Made longer by the fact that he doesn't remember half of it.
No. Let's resume.
End of segment 4.
The bad news, now Camp Cucamonga is about to close.
Damn you, G. Gordon Liddy! Damn you!
When in doubt, blame G. Gordon Liddy. How are we going to solve all this?
I don't know.
End of segment 5.
Can I just say, the phrase, I'm here to say, is the Comic Sans of hip-hop.
This is the most 1990 rap to ever 1990.
And who's on the mic? DJ Urkel.
The rapping is so awful.
Well, also, just the idea of rapping. Was that the only solution that people had in 1990? Hey, let's do a rap. Yeah, that's real original.
Well, that's what Barry Enright thought about the 1980 Tic Tac Toe. Oh, the kids are going to love to see the dragon rap. And no, they didn't. I guarantee you all the kids at the camp, they probably would have hated the dragon rapping. They probably would have said, we're not going to do this rap after hearing the dragon rap.
Let's just go back.
Yeah, let's just continue.
Let's just play, Greg.
All right.
Movie ends.
I have to bring this up because during the course of the movie, Captain Marv has said that Cucamonga is Apache for enthusiasm, Cheyenne for no monkey business, Navajo for camp spirit, Hopi for hospitality, Comanche for pleasant dreams, Mohawk for nutrition, Paiute for teamwork, Shoshone for sandy place.
Sandy place. But I like what you put in the chat, Chico, for the home run. All hail the lanky boy home run.
Wow.
Well, also, let's remember what I put up here.
So effing predictable.
Okay,
But
seriously, did anybody not see that coming from 20 miles away? Oh, we're down 11-2, and it's the bottom of the 7th or 8th or 9th or whatever. Oh, no, we're going to lose. Yeah, that's not happening. You knew they were going to come back. So predictable.
But I will say, that home run, not as impressive as a Daniel Vogelbach fat guy home run.
Is Daniel Vogelbach going to be our 2024 version of Joey Gallo?
I don't know, maybe.
How is Joey Gallo doing anyway?
I was just going to say, that's a great segue.
But a doodle, Joey Gallo, he can't hit over 200, but he can sure smack a ball over the fence. It's the Joey Gallo update.
All right, guys. So last week, Joey Gallo, he was injured. But Joey Gallo returned. He's gone actually 3 for 10 since he's returned. A double, 2 singles. That's in 4 games. So that's since Tuesday. He has brought his batting average up to a robust 196. However, it's been 4 weeks since he hit a home run.
Oh.
So yeah, he might be able to smack a ball over the fence, but he hasn't done it since the 20th of May.
Oh, this is a tragedy. We have to see Joey hit another home run soon.
So there you go. A nicely integrated Joey Gallo update to sort of cap off this episode.
Yeah. But let's get back into it. Camp Cucamonga. There was a lot of people in this movie. And you know what it gave us? a very what the F thing on TV, especially that rap. I gotta say, what do you think is better, that rap or the DK rap?
Oh, not even a question. The DK rap.
Well, that is true.
I'd rather hear Al Pacino singing about his Dunkachino.
Oh, yeah. What's my name? Dunkachino. It's a whole new game. Dunkachino.
But no, seriously, this was not as good as Poison Ivy. Poison
No.
Ivy, I think, is a thing of legend. This,
No.
no.
Not feeling it.
I just wasn't, no.
Okay, but hold on. Guys, I had ChatGPT right.
Okay, that's all you had to say. I had Chat GPT with
Say no more.
Cap Cucamonga. I don't
No,
wanna know-
no, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what is this?
I had it write me the most 1990 rap ever while saying in the first verse. And I'm here to say,
Oh, God.
while also talking about Family Matters and Full House.
Oh, God.
Okay, here's this rap. Verse 1. I'm here to say, in the hip-hop way, it's the 90s vibe, so let's sway. From Full House to Family Matters, we're keeping it tight. Kicking rhymes so fly, gonna rock this mic. Back in the day, yo, we had the style. Fresh beats dropping, make the crowd go wild. Rocking the Adidas, the baggy clothes, 1990 rap. Everybody knows, chorus. It's the 90s, baby, we're in full swing. Gonna rock this rap with the rhyme sing. From the boombox to the streets, we're throwing down. Keeping it real all around town. Verse 2. Here you go, y'all, it's time to flow. Turn up the bass, let the speakers blow. Pump up the volume, make it loud and clear. 1990 rap, we're bringing the cheer. From the Tanner house to the Winslow's home, we got the love for the shows that we know. Full House. With that is iconic and true, representing the sitcoms through and through. Repeat chorus, verse 3. Yo, it's the golden era, the age of jams, dropping rhymes like bombs with the ill program. From Uncle Jesse's rock to Steve Urkel sway, we got love for the characters that never lag. Turntablism skills, scratching the wax, DJs mixing tracks, keeping the crowd on max. With the boom bap beats and the funky samples, we created a sound that was truly ample. Repeat chorus, bridge. So come on everybody, let's break it down to the 1990 rap, the hottest sound. With the funky bass lines and the sick wordplay, we're taking it back in a hip-hop relay. Verse 4, as we wrap it up, gotta give thanks to the sitcoms that filled our ranks. Full House and Family Matters forever in our hearts. The shows that entertained played their parts. So keep the vibes alive, spread the love from the streets to the clubs, rising above. We're the 90s rap crew, we're here to say, in the hip-hop world, rocking every day. Repeat chorus. Outro. So as we fade out, remember the days when 1990 rap set ablaze. The music, the culture, the vibes so fly. Keep the spirit alive, reaching for the sky. From Full House to Family Matters, we pay our dues. The 90s legacy forever we'll choose.
You know, for all the good that Chat GPT and AI can do in this world, we're utilizing it to create stereotypical 1990 rap music involving Family Matters and Full House. I don't know if I should be like really disappointed in our world or really proud of our world.
Oh, you should be very proud of our world because friend of the podcast, Johnny C, actually recorded a podcast recently on this podcast feed, the new TNN. I don't know how long Johnny's going to get away with that. I hope the Paramount Global lawyers don't come to his house. But he did an entire episode of ChatGPT writing Hulk Hogan promos on the most mundane stuff.
Just remains for us to plug our podcast feed. It was a thing on TV.com. All of our minisodes are there, all of our regular episodes, live watches, instant reactions, and links to our socials at It Was a Thing on TV, except for Facebook, of course, which is at It Was a Thing on TV podcast. Will you hear more of Greg rhyming? I don't know. But, my God, we hope not. Love you. Anyway.
Jack Nicholson, no.
But don't forget, we are also on all major podcast outlets. Like and subscribe, rate and review. 5 stars only because positive vibes only. And if you are listening on YouTube, don't forget to smash that notification bell if you want to hear what we have coming up next week, because we are on the summer schedule and we're only doing one episode a week. But we're going to give each one episode our all, as
Yeah.
evidenced by this one.
Yeah, because once again, we're going to capitalize on a movie that's coming out in theaters. And guess what, guys? We got the 5th and final Indiana Jones movie coming out in theaters next week. And we're capitalizing about it with Tales of a Gold Monkey.
Is it even gold?
I don't know.
Are we even really capitalizing on it? We're not profiting.
Oh, that is true. We're making no money on this podcast, so we're not taking any money from Lucasfilm for this.
Yeah, Paramount, if your lawyers are listening, we're good.
Disney, if you're listening, we're good.
We're good. But all of that is coming up as we venture headlong into the summertime right here on It Was a Thing on TV. For Greg, for Mike, I am Chico. Thank you ever so much for listening. Please be kind to one another, and we will see you this time next week for the next one.
Row!
Cucamonga! Now to the Roger Rabbit. Oh, yeah.
Do the Roger Rabbit, baby, yeah. Hey, guys, you want to see me do the Roger Rabbit?
No!
I actually do. I do. I really do. Go, Johnny. Go, Johnny.
Oh,
go,
yeah.
Johnny. Go,
I'm
Johnny.
kicking it. I'm kicking it, baby.
Go, Johnny. It's your birthday.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Your birthday. Sip a Cardi like it's your birthday.
Yeah.
You don't give up because it's your birthday.
You can find me in the club, guys.
Are you the one that's dressed like Boy George?